I am just like at that point right now where everything's gonna just start booming. Like they got this heat in here. As you guys know, the furnace in my house broke because of a little tiny fuse, big like this. And I was just putting it off because I didn't want to go into the city with the lockdown and everything. And at one point I just had to because my plants were getting freezing inside the house. And I was like, okay, I'm just done with this. I'm gonna go to the store. So I did that the other day. And I have a clip of the stores, how they look like here in Canada on lockdown. It's not a pretty sight. And I got a whole bunch of gardening supplies as well. So I'm probably going to show you guys a little clip of that. But before I had to leave, I had a surprise in my garden, which I'm going to show you. So I had to start my day with fixing all the fences and getting everything set up so that my horse didn't get out of there. Because if he gets into my carrots, I'm going to be so pissed. So I made sure that all my fences were fixed. It took me about like an hour, 2 hours maybe with Ben all together. And we got it all ungrounded, because when it's grounded, that's when there's no more electricity on it. It was touching the wood. It was touching the ground. So we had to do the whole perimeter and fix that. You guys be good and stay in your fence. All right. And we're off. Going down the mountain. All the way down to the water. That's where we're going. So a good trick that I have here is, I know that down here at the city of Montmagny, which is the nearest city, they plant corn in here and soya, and when they start to turn the soil, I know that I have like 1 or 2 weeks before I can start planting stuff out in the garden. So mid-May for the cold crops is pretty much when I'm going to be starting, because they just pretty much seeded there to, like probably this week. So see, the leaves are starting to come out here. Perfect example. So we just went to get us a little bit of food, and we're gonna go picnic at our little favorite spot that we go to. I'll show you real quick. So this is my little spot where I come to, right on the side of the water. And look at this old house. This dates from the 1600s. This old architecture from Quebec right there. And this is where we always come to eat our picnic. Now we eat McDonald's like the once in a blue moon, so in the summertime we come here. It's a nice little spot. I never noticed before, but there's like a village of yurts out there. I'm gonna have to go investigate one day. It's a beautiful spot to have those. Right next to the water, with the mountains and the views. Anna Jude? Hi, girlie. I'll have to go check that out one day. So we've been freezing in our house for a full month for a little thing that cost $3.30. So I bought a few spares. If you guys are wondering what it looks like on full lockdown in Canada, well, here you have it. I'm in the mall. A few stores are open. And even in the big stores, like half of the aisles are closed down. You can't do anything. You can't buy anything. Sucks. I'm at my Dollar Tree and I'm in the garden section. And you know, like everything that's gardening is essential. So that's good. But everything on the other side, we're not allowed to buy. Like everything's closed off. We're just not allowed to buy them. So we just have to be like restricted to just things that we use and that are essential, which kind of sucks. She would love to buy like cute little things for the garden, but she can't. So yeah, when we got into the shops, like the way that it's set up here, there's the essentials, right, that you can buy, and then there's the non-essentials. And I was going out for gardening supplies, which are essential. And my daughter's like, hey, she found this watering can, and it was like a little princess watering can. And I was like, oh, nice. Okay, so yeah, we'll grab that, put it in the basket. And when he came to check out, the lady's like, no, you can't buy that. And I was like, well, why not? It's gardening supplies, you know? And she's like, no, you can't buy it. It's a toy. So it's considered a toy. It's non-essential. So I was just like, I'm already at checkout. Like, I don't know. I didn't know what to think about it, and I just didn't want to do a scene because it's not her fault. You know, it's the way that it's all set up in the government and stuff. But still, I was like, how sucky is this? My daughter was touching things on the other racks, like those beautiful little decorations to put in the garden because we want to build her a garden this year, a kid garden, and I want her to get excited about it and get included, and she couldn't buy anything. So that sucked. Barbershop, all closed. Clothes store, sports store. Oh, everything, man. It's just closed. We're back in our road now. Home sweet home is all the way out there. That's our house. See my horse on the side of the street? He's still in there, that's good. So it was a very interesting trip out to the city. We weren't able to buy half of what we wanted. And yeah, that sucked. Literally, like I hadn't been out in forever. Like I think I hadn't been out to the city in like 2 months. So as we're heading back home, I got some stuff for the horses, for the flies, because fly season is coming, and there's just really bad flies here. And I'm so happy because, you know, on my way out of the store, I got a phone call from a friend that I used to do contracts for. Actually, she was the one that hired me to work with the kids a little while back in the gardens. And she offered me a little contract and a little, like I mentioned once before in my live streams and also on Two Family Homestead, the interview I did with them, that I love to interact and help elderly people. And I got a little contract that I'm going to be able to go help them, you know, set up their computers, do like upgrades on their iPads and stuff, and just learn how to do little simplistic things like that, which is cool. I'm going to be paid to do it. It's just like a little tiny contract, and I thought that was really cool for her to offer me and to think of me to do it. So that's, you know, it's a pretty good day after all. And like I was going through the aisles, and you know, with this little YouTube currency that I've been getting, it's nice to be able to have like little splurges. Like I splurged on my horses and on my dog, and you know, like literally things that I would skimp on quality, like the bug spray. Well, I went and got myself a big jug of the good stuff, you know. So thank you guys so much for viewing these videos and helping me be able, like as a stay-at-home mom, be able to buy myself some goodies like that. It's really thanks to you guys that watch. So thanks for watching. Bye. Well, our electricity job worked today because Mr. Gringo just got shocked and he ran off all the way over there. He's all hot and bothered. You're not getting out now. Anyways, yeah, so we got all that done. We got all the groceries done. And my next video, I'm probably going to go out to the garden because I think tomorrow's Friday. It's supposed to be really nice and sunny. I wanted to show you guys what I bought in the video that I'm going to be filming, which will probably be dropped next week, on the 4 or 5 ways that I'm going to be trying to extend my season in the garden for really cheap without having the big tunnel. Because you guys know I've been talking to you about that tunnel that we are building. I'm waiting on those pieces and all the equipment. They should be here in about 3 weeks. A little later than I would have liked it, because I could have been able to extend my season from April all the way into November with that tunnel. But like I couldn't afford it a month ahead of a time, so I had to wait a month before purchasing it. So it'll be here a month later.